Hello, welcome back to another video. Tis I, Dollar Store Nuxanor, and today we got some Colin Noir. The one video that explains why people need AR-15s. Let's go, America! But yeah, let's get into it.
Okay, so the next time somebody asks you, why do you need an AR-15? Why do you need so many bullets in your gun? Don't waste.
Because you never know the amount of intruders that will try to actually do harm to you or your business or your family. You never know. You never know the amount of people. You never know what they're wearing. Like shit. That's why. Because you never know. It's the unknown. So you need to create a unfair advantage for yourself with a gun. So that way it deters other individuals from acting like a dumbass and doing stupid shit that could put your life or your business in danger. Simple as that.
Breath. Just show them this next video.
Yeah, that's insane, dude. That's fucking wild. And based off of the first clip, it looks like they just go in there and start robbing shit. So imagine if he just opened this cupboard, open one of these cupboards, and just pulls out a gun. Like a goddamn, like it says, an AR-15. Or he pulls out a fucking gun with a buckshot that'll literally blow holes in fucking people. Imagine if he did that. If he did that, they'd fuck off immediately. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at the amount of people. Imagine if he literally pulled out a shotgun and started blasting. Like, they'd fuck off immediately. Why? Because criminals value their own lives over property. They won't risk their lives trying to steal from this store. As a matter of fact, this store will never be a target again. I can guarantee you, actually, I can guarantee you that they'd try to sue the store. Which is why you leave none of them alive. Look at all these fucking people, dude. Look at this shit. Of course. The welfare check collecting class. Of course. Of course. It's a bunch of dirty fucking Negroes, man. Who got nothing better to do. And it also be like, how do you know? How can you tell? You can tell by the little slit in their eyes. Okay? Making black people look bad and shit, man. It's fucking wild. And let me guess, this happened in California because that's the only place that this place would actually happen in. I can only guess. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Someone, like, look, you can see right here. See right here. Just nothing but a bunch of fucking niggers who got nothing better to do. Holy shit, dude. Making us black people look bad. Like, it's insane. Making those of us who don't commit crimes fucking... This is why there's stereotypes and shit. This is literally why there's stereotypes. Why? This is literally why the old lady grabs her purse at night when a black guy walks past her. Why? Because other fucking dirty Negroes do shit like this that give the rest of us a bad fucking rap. It's insane, dude. Fucking insane. Then they'll bitch him on, oh, why are there so many police in black neighborhoods? Why do police patrol more black neighborhoods than other neighborhoods? Gee, I fucking wonder why when you look at something like this. I wonder why there's more police in black neighborhoods when you see blacks behaving like animals, literally driving a car into a fucking store to steal everything. And this is just one example. What about when they drive, like literally, you see this shit in Chicago as well. There was a goddamn Foot Locker that they literally did this to. They backed their goddamn truck into the gates of the Foot Locker to go in and steal all the shoes, and guess what? The Foot Locker closed down. They said, nah, fuck this shit. They closed down and they moved out. And then fucking people are like, oh my god, why are all these businesses leaving black predominant neighborhoods? Yeah, gee, I fucking wonder why. I wonder why with the crime rate being so fucking rampantly high. Oh, I forgot. Statistics are racist. Get the fuck out of here, man.
San Jose, California, middle of the day.
Of fucking course it's California. Yeah, like I said, San Jose. I would have thought this was fucking Burbank or fucking LA. Goddamn, it's fucking wild. You can get you know that if someone tried this shit in like San Antonio, Texas, it would immediately be shot in the face, and people would defend the shooter, the guy defending his business with a gun. You know for a fact. But because it's fucking communist fucking California, no. If you pull out a gun and start blasting, you're the one who gets sued. It's fucking retarded, man. And it's insane. Hence why I said, you leave none of them alive. It's literally ridiculous. This is literally why we need guns. Literally why. But no, the state of California will restrict your ability to buy guns. They won't outright stop you from buying them, but they'll make it nigh impossible to get one. Nigh impossible to get a license, and nigh impossible to get a fucking gun as well. God forbid it's a quote-unquote high-caliber rifle, you know? Then they'll straight up investigate you and all this shit for months and whatnot, throw you in some like FBI watch list, all because you want to defend your business. Like, it's the dumbest shit. Yep, that's why I call it communist California.
2 p.m. Instead of grabbing lunch, these bastards decide to play Grand Theft Auto Jewelry Store Edition. They ram a stolen car through the front like it's a drive-thru. Only problem is they weren't ordering burgers, they were ordering destruction. The doors fly open and out comes what looks like a dollar store version of the Avengers. One's got a hammer, another swinging a crowbar.
Dollar store Avengers. Bro. Nah, the dollar store Avengers, call them the welfare check collectors. It even rhymes.
And together they're all smashing glass like they're auditioning for a low-budget Marvel reboot. Shards are everywhere, alarms are blaring, jewelry's flying.
Bro, and Disney would hire them because they're all black. And the Avengers cast is all predominantly white, so they'd straight up race swap them with these guys.
It's less of a robbery and more of a clearance sale at the end of the world. And the wildest part, this wasn't at 3 a.m. This wasn't in some abandoned alley. This was
yeah, this was literally in the middle of the fucking day, dude. The fact that criminals are literally just this comfortable with committing crimes in broad daylight is fucking insane, dude. Genuinely.
Broad daylight, 2 p.m. People walking around like it's just another Tuesday. And boom, you've got a demolition derby crime spree happening right in front of you. And of course, there's always some genius who watches this and says, well, at least nobody died. It was just property. Bruh.
Bro, what do you mean? You know how he might as well have been killed with the amount of debt he's gonna go in trying to fix all this shit. And you know for a fact that the state's not gonna help him out. The state can't even help out the people whose fucking homes got burned down at the start of the year. And you think they're gonna help out this fucking business? No, they're too fucking busy bitching about Trump deporting a whole bunch of fucking illegals. Like shit, you have Gavin Newsom holding a press conference and shit, literally crying about Trump every time Trump sends in ICE to grab some illegal immigrants. It's fucking wild, dude. Meanwhile, they'll cry more about illegals than actual business owners whose livelihoods are literally being destroyed. And like you said, there's gonna be those people that are like, oh, at least no one got hurt. At least it's only property damage. Do you know how much that fucking property damage is gonna set this poor dude back into debt? A lot. To replace the glass, the fucking framing, the goddamn bars, everything. Like, bro, it's fucking ridiculous to try to make light of what happened and be like, oh, at least no one got hurt. Like, bro, what do you mean no one got hurt? Actually, you literally saw in the clip that they literally shoved this dude to the ground. You don't know how old he is. You don't know if his bones are frail because of his age. You don't know if his hip got literally busted when they shoved his ass to the ground. No one got hurt my left ass. Yes, he got hurt. He literally got pushed to the ground. Like, bro.
That's just stupid. The jewelry store, That's not just property. That's somebody's blood, sweat, and years of sacrifice reduced to broken shards of glass in 30 seconds. Now, don't get me wrong. I've said before, don't go chasing people down the street over property and shooting them. That's just not smart. It's not worth it. But this isn't the same. This is a mob crashing into your livelihood like it's a WrestleMania, and you're just supposed to stand there like a mannequin and hope they don't swing that hammer at you next, or they might have a gun themselves.
Yeah, that's exactly what they did. Literally right here. Let's see. Literally right here. They come in and they shove his ass to the ground. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, but no one got hurt. They literally shoved his ass to the ground. But they'll say, oh, no one got hurt. What a load of crap. If he had a gun, he would have started blasting holes through them. I would have started fucking blasting holes through them. And shit. Like, the fuck? Call me the fucking Punisher the way I'd be fucking killing these people, man. Holy shit. For trying to break into my business? Fuck you, no. I guess your life is worth less than my fucking whatever it is that he'd be selling, the jewelry.
Themselves, not a chance. Not a chance in hell. And this is where the let's just ban guns and live in Barney's magical playground crowd shows up and shows how clueless they truly are.
Yeah, it's so stupid how people will be like, oh my god, we gotta ban guns. If we ban guns, crime rate would go down. Really? Look at London. Look at all of the UK. Literally, they banned guns and people started using machetes and knives. But yeah, banning guns, yeah, that's gonna solve everything. Shit. Didn't Cain literally kill Abel with the fucking rock? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Cain killed Abel with a rock. So, you know, David and Goliath. David literally kills Goliath with a fucking slingshot and a pebble. And you're gonna sit here. Oh, look at all the thousands of fucking history that we have about other tribes conquering each other, civilizations conquering each other, and that was all before the invention of gunpowder. But you want to tell me that banning guns is gonna solve everything? Just look at our history. I'm sorry, the Greeks didn't have guns, and the Spartans went to war with Persia and whatnot, and held the line. That's literally the inspiration for the movie 300. The Egyptians, when they enslaved the Hebrews, I'm pretty sure they did that without guns. So, it literally makes no sense. Like, alright, look at tribes in Mexico and shit. In pre-civilized Mexico, before the conquistadors arrived. I'm pretty sure those tribes were literally conquering each other with blow darts, spears, and bows and arrows. So guns ain't the issue, buddy. Guns sure as hell aren't the issue. And banning guns, quite literally, like, not a single one of these people, these fucking animals, has a gun. But yeah, banning guns will stop criminals from being criminals. Yeah, sure, okay.
Look, you can pass all the gun bans you want, but that's like shutting off the faucet for the people who actually use the sink. The criminals, they're getting their water from a busted pipe out back. You can cut off every legal supply and they'll still be filling their bucket. So congratulations, Goofy. You've disarmed the law-abiding people who actually follow the rules, while the people who couldn't care less about your stupid laws are still fully armed and ready to prey on them. And let's say by some miracle, you really did make all the guns vanish, you know, because there are 400 million of them. You know what happens then? This, a mob with hammers, crowbars, and cars. Disparity of force. I'm gonna say it again. Disparity of force. One more time for the crowd in the back. Disparity of force. Criminal unions. They don't need Glocks. They've got numbers and zero respect for you and what you have built. And in California? Oh, please. The criminals know the playbook. They know regular people are disarmed. They know.
Yeah, the cops have literally stated that if you steal $400, if you literally steal under $400, they won't do anything because it's a quote-unquote misdemeanor, and you have to go to court to try them, which will then lead to the arrest. Yeah, you have to go to court before they can be arrested. We literally saw that in the other clip, in the fucking not the other clip, in the decoy voice video. We literally saw it there. The cop was literally like, "Oh yeah, well no, we can't really do anything, or more like we won't actually do anything because it's a waste of our time, and we actually are too lazy to do anything. But we'll explain it to you in the legal sense because that's easier for you to understand. If they steal less than $400 worth of merchandise, that's a misdemeanor, and we don't deal with those anymore because yeah, it's this entire process where you have to go to court and I have to go to court, and then and then we have to hear a judge, and then they decide whether the criminal gets arrested or not. And it's this entire process. You don't want to waste your time in court, right? Neither do I. So why even bother pressing charges? Like, fucking incompetent. But you know for a fact that if this store owner had a gun and started blasting, he'd be arrested, and that would make fucking news. And they'd use that as some way to like be like, this is why we should ban guns. These poor innocent people, they were just trying to break into this store and steal everything to supply stuff for their families. They're the victims here, not the gun owner defending his property. You know that's how they try to push this shit.
Or if you do have a gun, it's neutered with a 10-round magazine limitation. They know the state's justice system is softer than a vegan marshmallow. They're not worried about cops. They're not worried about jail. That's why they're bold enough to do this shit in broad daylight like it's part of a TikTok challenge. You want to know what criminals respect?
We straight up need to bring back rooftop Koreans. Genuinely. Like, genuinely, we need to bring back rooftop Koreans, and if they see some of the shit, they start blasting, you know? Like, it's insane. Because if literally, if the police isn't going to do anything, then it's up to the people to start doing shit about this. Like, genuinely. If the corrupt police force of California isn't going to do a damn thing about criminals, then the people have a right to take matters into their own hands.
Respect. Not your laws. Not your hashtags. They respect the threat of death. Imagine if the store owner had stepped out from the back with an AR-15, 30 rounds locked and loaded. He wouldn't probably even need to pull the damn trigger. The second that rifle came up, the dollar store Avenger crew would have turned into flashes. And if they didn't scatter, then guess what? That's exactly what 30 rounds are for. And you already know I've got a spare mag in my back pocket. That's the point of the Second Amendment.
Yep. They will. The courts are literally like, oh, well, what do you need a 30-round mag for? Realistically, what do you need a drum mag with like 60 rounds in it for? You don't need something like that. Case in point, right here, straight up case in point for why you need a 30-round mag. Just outright. Drum mag. Come out with the machine gun with a belt fed. Just start fucking terminatoring all of them. Just left to right. Just outright.
To flip the script, to turn a victim into a hard target, to remind criminals that this isn't going to be easy. Because if you don't stop this shit, if you keep letting mobs do smash and grabs with no real consequences, you know what happens next? Businesses leave. Jobs vanish. Entire communities rot. Why the hell would anyone risk opening a store when criminals can crash a car through your building and you're legally expected to just stand there and clap like an audience member on Oprah? You're not creating safe streets. You're creating chaos wrapped in palm trees and weed dispensaries in a thin layer of California dreaming. But peel back that layer and what you really got is chaos in paradise. And that's exactly why I created this. The Defend America design. Available at shop.mrcolin.noir. Because defending America isn't just about a slogan. It's about standing up for your right to protect what's yours. These are available in hats, hoodies.
Ooh, I like the hat. I'd be more inclined to buy one if he had a trucker. If he says he has a trucker hat iteration.
Drinkware.
I like trucker hats.
We got it. put a link in the description section of this video so you can go and check that out, because it isn't just merch. There's statements that say, I am not rolling over for chaos. So if you're tired of politicians creating fake utopias that leave you defenseless, grab something from the Defend America collection, because in a world full of dollar store Avengers and soft on crime policies, the least you can do is send a message that you're not playing around. One thing's for certain and two things are for sure. Politicians and tech giants don't want gun content to be recommended to you. And we're all fighting this culture war together. Now, you can help do your part by liking, commenting, subscribing to the channel, but most importantly, sharing this video with at least one person. Together we can stop the suppression of our 2A rights. And don't forget to click the link in the description section of this video for the products that I mentioned in this video.
Yeah, it's fucking insane, dude. It's insane that they'll literally look at something like this and be like, oh my god, look at that. Look at those poor, like, look how the state of California has gotten to the point where people need to rob. It's like, bro, they will literally try to defend the actions of the criminals instead of the actions of the the victim. And it's insane, dude. It's genuinely insane. But if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, and all that YouTube jazz. Everybody be safe out there. Be careful. Protect yourselves. Protect your family. Protect your property. Protect your businesses from these fucking lunatics that will literally do anything and everything in their power to have an unfair advantage against you and put your life on the line and put your business on the line, all because they don't want to go out and get real jobs. But yeah, I'll catch you all in the next one. Later.